this is the small intestine. So once we have identified it as small intestine, how do we say that which part is jejunum and which part is ileum? Now, what is the literal meaning of jejunum? The literal meaning of jejunum is empty, and the literal meaning of ileum is twisted. Now, when you feel the tube will be empty. But more important than this, if you just take a look at the diameter, this appears wider, right? So this is almost about 4 centimeters. Then, if you take a look at the mesentery, just observe that the fat in the mesentery is thin towards the intestine and more towards the root of the mesentery. This will help in the formation of what we call as translucent windows, right? Now, what are translucent windows? We can see the arterial arcades here, which is usually single. Arising from them, we have the long vasa recta. The area in between the vasa recta are forming translucent windows, right? This is the typical feature of the jejunum. Let's compare it with the ileum, right? So let's say here we have the folds of the ileum. First, compare the diameter. This is lesser than the diameter of the jejunum first. Then take a look at the distribution of fat. The fat in the mesentery is uniformly distributed at the root as well as the attached margin. This makes the distinction of the windows very difficult. So the translucent windows that are seen here because of the thinned out fat in between the blood vessels or the vasa recta can hardly be made out here. But if we dissect the mesentery, we will identify not a single arcade, we will identify 2 to 3 arcades, and we will identify short vasa recta which are separated by the fat in the mesentery.